Hey everyone, it's Corey and welcome to After Hours here at Linda's. I am super excited that you are joining me this evening. I have some really fun things to share with you. Now, if you didn't know, I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of backstory as we ease into this evening's episode. Hello everyone for watching. Thank you so much for being here with me. So tonight we are going to be talking about YLI Threads. Now that's the letter Y, the letter L, and the letter I, YLI Threads, okay? And YLI and Linda's have gone way back to when my mom and I first started at Linda's. I can remember in our building in Melissa, Texas, when you walked in the front door, the thread shelf was right to the left, and I remember it very vaguely, or not vaguely, very vividly, because my mom made me stock that shelf all the time after school. That's, hi mom, I know you're watching, hello. And YLI always came on these standard cones. They had a solid and a variegated line. And as time progressed, YLI went through a transition and we stopped carrying their threads for a little bit of time because we were having some issues getting them. They were going through their transition. We completely understand that. Well, now they are back and better than ever, and we are so excited to have partnered with them. We reached out with them. We've had a bunch of conversations. Bob and I were very good friends, and he said, Corey, we'd love to have the threads on lindas.com. I said, send them over. So we have got those on our website. Now the threads that I'm going to show you this evening, they are available online only. They are not in our store as of today, as of time of filming. So you can take a look at our beautiful catalog on our website. If you're watching us on YouTube or on Facebook, you can hop over to lindas.com, and under the Quilting and Thread tab, all the way at the bottom, there's all YLI Threads. If you click on that, that will show you the entire YLI Threads catalog. It's a little over 970 different threads. And I have built a thread brand filter into that page, so you can click and bounce between the different names that we're going to talk about, so you can see all of the beautiful colors, because they have some gorgeous threads and you are going to love them. Once I got these samples in, I've already started quilting with them and I am falling more and more in love with YLI. It's just such good thread. So if you have any comments or any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. I'll definitely take a look at them here and there. It's just Ray and I tonight here, so we'll be bouncing back and forth between all of the different equipment because it's quite a production to show you all of these wonderful things. But I just want to dive right in and get into it. So let's go overhead and take a look at these beautiful threads. So the first one we are going to start with tonight is Majestic. So Majestic is going to be a 40 weight, 3-ply, 100% cotton thread. Now Majestic, majority of them are going to be variegated. One thing that I really like about the Majestic line is that it's a very soft transition into the variegation, where some thread companies will do a very harsh, like kind of this is blue, this is red, this is, it's kind of a very hard stop. This is a very smooth transition. So like this is color 409, and this has like purples and pinks and some lavenders, but when you look really close, as it's going into that next color, you start to see a little bit of periwinkle, a little bit of lilac. It's not like one solid color. It's a beautiful blend of these as they are going through. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, thank you. My smile makes people's day. Oh, I love that. Yay. So this is, again, 2,000 yards, 100% cotton. You'll see on the label, I left these in their package so you could see the label, like if you're going out to a quilt show or different things like that, you know what to look for. This is a burgundy label on this one, and this is an extra long staple Egyptian grown cotton. I get a lot of questions on what extra long staple means. What that basically means, I'm just going to take it all the way down, is that the longer the staple of the cotton, the stronger that the cotton is. Cotton threads, since they are a natural fiber, are a little bit more sensitive to their strength. So if you get an extra long staple, it's going to be a more stronger overall cotton, so it's a wonderful one to work with in your quilting machine and in your sewing machine. Majestic is wonderful for quilting, decorative top stitching. It is a gassed and mercerized cotton, What that means is as this thread is made and it is wound onto the spool, it is going through a gassing process, which is burning all of those little lint pieces off of this to help bring down the lint level of this 100% cotton thread. Now, a majority of 100% cottons, as you know, if you've ever stitched with them before, sometimes your bobbin case or your needle can get a little bit linty. That gassing process and that mercerization, that's going to help take all of that extra lint off. Now, with cotton, you're always going to get a little bit of lint, but this is going to take majority of it off. So we're going to pop this open as we go. Maybe. Hold on. So we're going to pop it open. Take that off. And this is beautiful out of the package. What I really like about the YLI cotton is it has that nice, beautiful, it's not really a sheen. It's kind of like a pearlized cotton. Like, it just looks so soft and luxurious. The hand on this is really, really nice. Really strong off the cone too. You know, that's not, we'll even try a strength test. That's, oh my gosh, that's really strong cotton thread, which is really nice. That's really wonderful for your quilting. That 40 weight is a really nice size as well. Not too thick, not too thin, so it's really going to show the quilting very nicely. And this one, again, this is number 409. If you're on our website, again, you're on the YLI Threads page, you can choose thread brand, and you can click the Majestic filter, and that will show you all of the Majestic colors that we have from YLI. Now, they are, at time of filming right now, they're $24.99 on our website, and they are 10% off tonight only. So when you add them to your cart tonight, what day is it? August 28th. It'll give you an extra 10% off when you add it to the cart. So that's really, really nice. So beautiful Majestic threads on this one. Love this cotton. We've got a few comments here. Veronica, first time watching. Oh, Veronica, thank you so much. Kathy, hi, how are you? Mom, can't wait to see them all. Yes, Mom, I know you've got access to them. I love it. I've got one. Just want to say thank you for the thread recommendations on the last show. Orders should arrive today. You are so welcome. I'm glad that you've got it there. And this brings up another hot button topic real quick. At time of filming as well, our warehouse is a little bit behind right now. As you know, I sent out an email to everybody that we are currently in the process of moving warehouses. Now, do not fear if you're local or if you've been to our store. We are not moving store locations. Summer's gotten that call a lot. We are not moving store locations at all. Our warehouse has just kind of busted at the seams. We've tried to stuff too much in there. So we are moving to the next building over for our warehouse only. Our store will stay there, and very exciting news coming this fall about what's going to happen in the space where the warehouse has been, the shipping area has been. We've got some fun news coming this fall because you'll want to stay up to date with what's going on because it's going to be really, really fun and exciting. Okay, back to the thread. Sorry, just had to tell you guys that. Okay, so this was Majestic. Again, 100% cotton, 40 weight, 3-ply, 2,000 yards on the cone. Beautiful variegated on this one. The next one from YLI that we are going to take a look at is Dream Seam. Okay, so Dream Seam is going to be another 100% cotton thread, but this is going to be a 50 weight, so it's going to be a little bit thinner than the Majestic that we just took a look at. We're still seeing 2,000 yards on this cone, extra long staple, so a really nice strong cotton. What's really nice about this Dream Seam, it's wonderful for piecing, it's great to put in your bobbin, really good for detail quilting as well. 100% cottons normally have a matte finish majority of the time. And so with that matte finish, what's really good for that detail quilting is if you're wanting that quilting to really kind of sit in the background and not be the forefront of the project, if you're doing things behind applique or things, if you're doing some stitch in the ditch work even, you want to fill up your bobbin a little bit more, Dream Seam is really, really, really nice on this one. So let's pop this open. Same beautiful 100% cotton, gassed, mercerized on that one. Really nice hand to it. Feels really nice and smooth. I used this for piecing the other day. I was working on a project for a quilt show, and this just went through my machine like butter. But I know a lot of people that like to quilt with a 50 weight cotton as well. So just to kind of give you an idea for some detail quilting, this one was not done with Dream Seam, but it was done with a 50 weight. So this like really detailed, intricate micro stippling here, really great stitch in the ditch work. That would be a really nice case if you wanted to do a matte finish. Dream Seam would look really nice on that. I also did some work here in this little popcorn piece. I did straight line quilting right down that. Dream Seam would be really nice for that if you don't want the thread to have a little bit of a sheen, where I wanted to on this one. But that would be a really beautiful option for that. So that was Dream Seam, 100% cotton on this, but this one is a 50 weight, a 3-ply, so it's going to be a little bit stronger as well. Again, great for piecing, great for bobbin work, wonderful for so many different applications on that. Available on our website. Next one to take a look at is Perfection. I love the name of this, Perfection. You can't beat the name of it, honestly, guys. With it being Perfection, this is a 50 weight 3-ply. This is 3,000 yards on the cone, so getting a little bit more bang for your buck. This is going to be 100% polyester thread. Okay, so this is going to be similar to like a Sofine, if you're used to that from Superior. This is a very similar piece to it. So beautiful thread on this one's coming on this really bright green cone. And this one is wonderful for your bobbin work, quilting, sewing. Basically, the same thing as Dream Seam, just if you're looking for a poly instead of a cotton, a little bit more thread on the cone as well. So this is going to have a really nice hand to it, really nice weight, still feels absolutely stunning on this one. I know some polys can feel a little scratchy. YLI got it right. It feels so nice. I have stitched with the Perfection in my bobbin and in my top on my long arm and on my sewing machine, and it stitches really nice as well. I don't want to say I was surprised from YLI Threads by any means, but when they're kind of going through a restructuring process, or when they did, and now they're showcasing there's new wonderful threads, you have to be a little skeptical sometimes when a new product comes out. Guys, I have put these to the test, and they are so wonderful, all of these ones that we've got. So this one is Perfection. Again, polyester, 50 weight, 3-ply, and 3,000 yards on the cone for this one. These next, should I save my favorites for the end? I should save my favorites for the end. Oh, they're all my favorites, but I've got some really good ones. This next one is Precision, okay? So Precision is going to be a 60 weight, 2-ply, 3,000 yards on the cone. This is going to be kind of similar to Bottom Line if you've used that before for the weight wise. This is a 60 weight. Wonderful for applique, great for your bobbin. I love 60 weight in my bobbin for my long arm. It just fills up the bobbin, and I can run a whole lot longer on bobbins. Really great for detail quilting as well. If you're wanting to do any type of buttonhole stitch or anything like that, or yeah, around your applique. Sorry guys, I had a brain fart there. Around your applique, this is a really nice one to use if you're wanting a color. So this is a very nice, thin 60 weight thread. It's gonna be great. Golly, you can't even see it. So nice as it's going through the machine. Wonderful feel to it. Again, wonderful hand, nice and strong because it is 100% polyester on this one. Again, called Precision. 60 weight, 2-ply, 3,000 yards. All of these threads that we're going over tonight, they are 10%, an additional 10% off on our website, lindas.com. It's tonight only, August 28th, 2025. But these are so nice. You can click the Precision filter if you're on our website looking. Wide variety of colors on the Precision. I wanted to take a look at just how many they have because I love the 60 weight, like I said, for my bobbin. I think it's so great. They've got 25 different colors on this one. So this is really nice. Great bang for your buck as well for 3,000 yards at only $14.99. You can't beat that at all. And I get every color, honestly, guys. I would get every color because these are so good, and they are going to just be fantastic. 2-ply on that as well. Feel free to, again, throw any questions that you have in the comments. I know my mom is at home answering them, but if you have any other ones, I'd love to answer them for you. The next one that we have, I'm kind of bouncing through the line because I want to save my 3 favorites for the end. Again, these are all my favorites, but these last 3 I love. This one is their invisible thread. Now this is a polyester monofilament. Monofilament sometimes gets a bad rap because it might melt with the heat, or it might feel like nylon almost. This one is a polyester, so it's going to feel really, really nice. It's going to have the same polyester attributes that you're used to from other poly threads. This is 7,500 yards on the cone. This is a super fine, extra fine thread on this one, and we're going to take this out. One thing I want to tell you about using any type of monofilament is majority of them come with a net on them. Make sure you leave that net on when you are using the thread. That way it keeps it from unraveling, because with it being so fine, sometimes that can easily fall off the spool or the cone. That net just kind of holds everything together, keeps it in place. Very, very ultra fine thread. I used this, and I'll try to pull it off. I doubt you'll be able to even see it on camera, but you probably won't. I might have some black. Ray, do me a favor. Will you hand me that black fabric square right there, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. You can, can't even see it. I mean, that's the point of invisible thread, but I wanted you to see it a little bit. So yeah, very, very ultra fine, 7,500 yards. You can't beat the amount that goes into this. I used this thread when I went around these applique pieces, around this piece that I was working on. So right around like this hot dog, and around the soda cup, and around the chocolate bar, I use that, and it's super fine, blends beautifully in, and I didn't have any issues on my machine. Sometimes I have some issues with different polyester monofilaments. This one, not an issue at all. Right around that, looked very, very nice on this one. I've got some good questions coming in, so let's go to the front and we will answer those. So first question, which one would you suggest if you are doing quilt as you go? It's a very, very great question. It depends on what the overall process that you are looking for. So like, depending on what type of quilt as you go you're doing, like if you're doing the Quist method, I know that Pauline recommends using the mono filament in the bobbin for the whole thing, so you can't really see where the quilt is put together. So I would have the invisible thread in my bobbin if you want. Sometimes I like to see my quilting on the back, so I'll have the precision in the bobbin, and then up top I like to quilt with a thin thread as well, especially when I'm doing feathers, because it's a lot of backtracking when you're on your sewing machine sometimes. So I'll use precision in the top as well. If I'm doing just some like straight line quilting as quilt as you go, and I really want it to pop, I would use, if you want cotton, I would do Majestic. And then if you want a poly, I would do one of the ones I'm going to show you here in a few minutes, because you're going to like those as well. But just looking for some solids, some basics to get you going. Precision in the top and bobbin would be very nice. If you don't want to see any of your quilting on the back, still use like something like precision up top, and then the invisible thread for the bobbin. Pro tip on invisible thread, do not wind your bobbin 100% full. Because this is extra fine, and I'm just giving you the facts, guys. Because this is extra fine, if you wound your bobbin 100% full with something like this, the amount of pressure and thread in that bobbin will cause the bobbin to break mid-stitch. Ask me how I know. When you're live, it's happened. So only wind your bobbin about 1/2 to 3/4 of the way full if you're using the invisible thread in your bobbin. And take it a little bit slower when you're doing the wind. Don't go full speed, a little bit slower on that one when you're going there. Let's see. Hi, Judy. Veronica, what brand of thread, or what brand of long arm do you use for quilting, and what brand do you use for piecing? Great question. I have 2 Anova long arms in my studio. I love my Anova machines. I have an M24 with autopilot and an M28 with autopilot. They are a commercial built machine. They're built to last. The software is wonderful. Absolutely love it. I do a lot of free motion work. If you follow me on Instagram, I like to do a lot of ruler work on my M24. I'd like the the weight distribution of the M24. It's really nice for ruler work. The machine, it's just impeccable. You only have to oil in the bobbin case area. It's little tiny things, but they add up. The software is really nice. For piecing, I have two machine brands that I really like. I love Juki when I'm doing my straight stitch piecing. This is gonna sound, it's not a flex, guys, I promise. I have 3 Juki, right? I have 3? Yeah, I have 3 Juki machines for piecing. One that goes with me to retreat, one that stays up here in the studio, and then one at home. And I love them to death. When I do quilt as you go, I really like to do quilt as you go on a Bernina, just because the adjustable foot pressure on a Bernina, you can take it down into the far negatives and stitch from left to right with your feed dogs up. So that's a really cool thing. But Juki and Bernina for piecing are going to be my top 2 for that one. Oh, Mom's answering my questions too. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, so all good, everything's okay, great. So I've got all the questions answered. We're gonna go back overhead and take a look at 3 more of the thread samples that I have. Now, just because these are all the ones that we're talking about tonight, that does not mean those are all the ones we have available on our website. I just have a few samples here, but on our website, it's gonna show you all the different ones. There's so much information about each thread. If you just click in it and look in the description, so much to know about them and to really get all your questions answered there. But of course, you can always email me at askcorey@lindas.com, and I'm more than happy to respond to your email. I'll be sure to drop that, here it is, in there. And I will respond to your email as fast as I can with any questions that you have. I'm more than happy to answer them. And if it's a question I think everyone needs to get an answer to, we'll bring it up in the next live so everyone can get the answer as well. Okay, we are going to hop overhead and we are going to take a look at the next one. Okay, so this next one that I'm going to show you guys, you know I love variegated threads. If you didn't know, now you know. I love variegated threads. YLI, and I love a thread that has a sheen to it as well. Okay, I'm holding them out. All right, I'll finally tell them. YLI has a thread called Variations, you guys. Okay, enough said, just saying that. Variations. This is a 40 weight thread that is a little over 2,100 yards, great for embroidery, also wonderful for quilting. It's got a very high sheen and a super high strength because it's a trilobal polyester. So if you don't know what trilobal means, the fibers are actually more like a triangle and they link together when they're twisted, and that helps with the strength of the twist and of the thread. So you can go a little bit faster on this one. And I love a thread that has a good bang for your buck, and Variations is where, golly guys, look at the sheen. It's so pretty. This would be great on a wicked quilt. Don't show Brooke this. She's going to want every single one of it. This is alphabet all day long, okay? I called her by her government name too, Brooke. Okay, anyway. So this is beautiful Variations. Now this is going to have a nice sheen to it. A lot of bang for your buck on this. Super high strength. I've quilted super fast on my machine with this. But the price alone, guys, because of tonight only, is a killer deal. So I want to take a look at that price real quick. I need to refresh myself because I think it's too good to last. This, okay guys, thank you, Ray. This one, little over 2,100 yards, beautiful variegated, is $14.99 right now at time of filming. Okay, plus that additional 10% off at checkout tonight only. It's so nice and so strong, like super duper strong, which is great when you are wanting to try out a new thread and you've been kind of hesitant to play with tension, or you don't want a ton of thread breaks. This is definitely the way to go. I love the Variations line. I think there are so many great colors within it, and they are so gorgeous. Great question. Can this be used for embroidery too? It definitely can. You can use this on your embroidery machine. You can use this on your sewing machine for decorative stitching, and you can use this on your sit-down or long-arm quilting machine. It's perfect. They should have called this one Perfection. But this one is called Variations. Again, available on our website, lindas.com. Little over 2,100 yards, 40 weight, trilobal polyester. Stunning. Okay. The next one in the lineup is a just a classic to me. This one is YLI Threads Quilt Maker, okay? Now this Quilt Maker, 6,000 yards on the cone, 40 weight, 100% poly, so it's a poly wrapped poly, meaning it's got a poly core with a poly finish. This is great for quilting and sewing. Really good bang for your buck on this one as well. Ray, what's the price on this one tonight? This is just oh my gosh, 6,000 yards, $14.99 right now at time of filming, plus that additional 10% off tonight. Now, this is going to be 100% poly, but it's going to have the look of cotton. It's going to have more like a matte finish to it. Super nice and soft. And again, I keep pulling the thread off and feeling it. The feel of the thread means something to me, and I don't know why. Call me weird, call me crazy, it does. I like the way if it feels nice off the cone, that means it's gonna feel nice in the project and on the quilt. I don't want a scratchy thread on my quilt. This is gonna be a really nice, strong, matte polyester, 6,000 yards. If you are a beginner looking for a thread to start out with, and you're looking for a great thread just to start quilting or start sewing with, I would 100% recommend the Quilt Maker. If you want to use this on your sewing machine, because it is a large cone, I would recommend you have a side large spool holder, large cone holder off to the side of your machine so you can use it more effective and successfully on it. But you can use this on your long arm all day long. Very, very nice in this one as you are looking at it. So very, very pretty on this one. Again, this is Quilt Maker, and I'm seeing some questions. How many colors from the variations? Okay, the variations line that we just looked at, which is right here, there are 23 colors in the variations line. So gorgeous. You can find them on our website. The Quilt Maker line, how many colors are in that one, Ray? Let's take a look. I should have been giving you colors since the beginning, guys. I just get so excited to show you these threads. Thank you. With the Quilt Maker, you're looking at 80 different colors, which is very, very nice. Again, 6,000 yards, 100% poly, but it has that matte finish, so it looks like cotton. Really, really nice on this one. So gorgeous in this lineup. Okay, so I have saved, oh, we got another question. What would Quilt Maker be compared to in other brands? I would compare Quilt Maker to Omni. This is probably going to be its most comparable comparison, and yeah, I would compare Quilt Maker to Omni. Just in the essence of it's 100% poly, it's 6,000 yards, it has that matte finish, super strong, really, really nice. On this. So if you've used Omni before in the past, if you like it, I would definitely recommend giving Quilt Maker a shot. It's got great pricing on that as well. Okay, now I want everyone to see this together with me. We all have to be together on this. I've saved my favorite for the end. Okay, now all of these threads, like I've shown you this evening, I've told you I love them all, but this one has a special place in my heart. This one would be most comparable to, I would say most comparable to Glide, okay? It's a little bit thicker, which I like sometimes when I really want to see the quilting. And the overall finish on this one that I'm about to show is, again, perfection. I love, love, love this one as we are going. Let's see. Oh, wait. Before we go, I have a question. Ray fell out. He's like, you're holding the people. Let's see. Let's see. Most popular gray in Quilt Maker for a brand new long armor, or recommendation for upper and lower thread for a new long armor? Oh, okay. This is great. Great question. So the most popular gray that I would recommend, I've actually got our website pulled up because I want to make sure I'm definitely getting the right color for you. The one that's in my hand is nice, but, yep, there it is. That's the one. Color number 806, it's called Morning Mist. It has that kind of like taupey ash gray color to it, and it blends beautifully with so many different colors. So I think that would be kind of the, yes, that's the one I would go for. That's a really nice one. If you just want like a standard traditional gray, oh wait, no, not 806. I lied. Stop. Skirt. Hold the press. Folks, rewind, purge that from memory. 805 is the one that I'm talking about. Wonderful taupey ash gray color. Yeah, I got that right. Thank you. I know. I'm sorry. I got it wrong. If you're looking just like for like a standard traditional gray, 806, this one is Morning Mist. That one is a really nice one to use as well. I would use that top and bottom if you're a brand new long armor. I always recommend same thread top and bottom if you're just starting out, so you don't really have to worry about tension so much. Because your tension is always a game from your top thread to your bottom. They're kind of like a puppet thing with marionettes, is that what they're called? This is kind of It's been a long day. I'm so excited to be here though with you guys. It's kind of it's a play between your top and bottom all the time. So if you're keeping that thread consistent, both weight, top and bottom, it's going to help you achieve a really pretty stitch. Then as you really start to learn your long arm or your machine and start to play with it and figure out exactly what you want, start introducing other things. You come in with maybe a variations on top, which is a 40 weight, but then you come in with the precision on the bottom, which is a 60 weight, so you can have more thread in your bobbin, so you're quilting for a longer time. Whoever comes up with the, I can do a cone of thread and just attach it to the bottom of the machine and that's the bobbin, be a bajillionaire, because I would love an infinite bobbin. I'll call it infinite bobbin. I'll take the royalties after we're done. But I think that it would be an amazing thing. But yes, that's what I would do. I would recommend same thread top and bottom as you're getting started out. Tug of war. Yes, that's what it's called, Mom. Thank you. Okay, so I've held you out enough. Let's go overhead and take a look at the one. Okay, so this is Elite. Now, Elite is amazing. Okay, it's a 40 weight, high sheen, high strength tri-lobal polyester. You're getting about 5,400 yards on the cone, 5,470 to be precise. They have a king cone, so a full size one, and a mini cone. And the pricing on these is so good. Right now at time of filming, the king cone is 36% off. Is that right? 36% off, which makes it $8.99 for 5,400 yards of thread. Plus, you're getting that additional 10% off at checkout with this Elite. Now, this is a very nice thread. I've used this on multiple customer quilts and multiple of my own, and it feels so good. And the sheen on it is not too much, but it's like just the right amount. It's so beautiful. Again, the feel is everything to me, but it's super strong, really nice. But if you're like, okay, maybe I don't want to try a full cone of the color yet, they also have the mini ones as well in the Elite family. The mini ones are right now 25% off at $4.50 a cone. You can't beat that. I want to say that's a little over, almost 1,100 yards. It's 1,094 yards. But the amount of colors that they have in the Elite collection alone is a little over 200, I think. Maybe right under 200. But having that in a full-size cone or in a mini cone as well is beautiful. But the strength, the color, the way it comes out on the machine is so nice. I had no thread breaks when I was stitching from right to left, and sometimes I see that when I use a tri-lobal. It's so nice. Veronica, what would Elite compare to in other brands? I think Elite would be most comparable to like Glide or like Magnifico, maybe. Yeah, I would say those two. Those would be the kind of the most comparable. It is a 40 weight, but it feels a little heavier to me than a traditional 40 weight, which I like. Sometimes I really like to see the quilting on this, and it just, again, feels beautiful on this. And you can't beat the $8.99 for this full cone. I mean, 36% off right now, plus the additional 10% off. At time of filming, you guys know things change, and these videos last forever on the internet. But I love how it feels, how it looks, and it has that same cute little burgundy logo. So if you're out at different quilt shows or at different quilt stores and you see that logo, you'll know you found the Elite. They also have a really great thread card as well on our website. Let me get what the exact name is of it for you, because it's kind of buried in the Elite catalog. If you go to filters and choose Elite, and then you go to the last page, it will be there, but it's also called the Elite Thread Color Booklet. And that's going to have every single one. Oh, it's only $10 too. You can't beat that. And that's going to have every single one of the 200 colors. And it's going to have the actual thread swatches in there so you can see what it's truly going to look like. Really great for quilting. Wonderful for embroidery as well. Wonderful for sewing if you do want to use it for sewing. I know some people do like to use that in that structure, but it's a beautiful stitch. It's really great for those multi-range long arms, meaning the long arms, every long arm goes in multiple different directions. So it's great for that multi-range quilting. It's just, it's my favorite. I can't say enough things about it. It's probably going to be Elite, and then probably Variations, and then probably Quilt. It's all of them. Just throw them all. Just give them all to me. It's all of them. I love these threads from YLI. Now, again, we did not look at every single one of them this evening. We just took a look at the ones that I had samples of in my hands quickly, but I really wanted to get you reintroduced into YLI and to take a look at them firsthand, to see them up close and get some kind of true opinions on them. One thing to note, and I know they did mention it in the chat, so thank you, those that are running our chat. YLI Thread right now is currently only sold online on our website. We are looking at eventually bringing some of it into the store, but as of right now, it is only available online, but it can be shipped directly to you. One of the great things happening right now with YLI and with the promo that we have running with them at time of filming is if you order over $75 of YLI branded products, say it one more time, over $75 of YLI branded products on our website, it qualifies you for free shipping for that shipment because it comes from a different warehouse. So over $75 of YLI branded products, nothing else, will get you free shipping. So definitely hop on our website right now, go to the YLI Thread section and load up on all the different ones that we've talked about. Hop over that 75 threshold, take advantage of that extra 10% off that's happening tonight only, and get some of this thread because you definitely want to try it. It's so good. Let's see, we can't wait to see it used in an upcoming oh, thanks, Mom. She can't wait to see it used in an upcoming project. I've got a bunch of different projects on the docket right now. I want to quilt another one of the Dream Biggers that's hanging behind me. This is that Dahlia panel from Hoffman. I don't know if it's a big one back in the day, guys. It was a 44 by 44. Well, they've brought back the 108 by 108. That's how big this panel is. So I want to quilt one of these with the variations. So just to kind of give you an idea of what I would do. I would take variations because it has a beautiful variegated blend to it. And I'd put it right, not this green one, obviously, but I'd put it in those petals for the actual quilting part of it. I would want to stitch in the ditch around the actual petal to make it pop. Maybe do right on the petal line, and then maybe a quarter of an inch in on the petal line to give it a little bit of a channel and make that little section poof. It's going to kind of look like the petal is kind of raising up off of the fabric. I would use probably Precision for that. So I find a really good color of Precision. So it's gonna be your 60 weight. I would do that right in here. That's gonna give you a nice pop. You'll have your variations for out here. If I wanna do really dense, intricate quilting, maybe in the center. Okay, we're moving. I think I'm caught. We're good. Everything's good. We're fine. Nope, we're not fine. It's falling. We're good. Okay, we're back. Okay. After hours at Linda's. This is what happens, folks. If I really want to do some really dense, intricate quilting in the center of the dahlia, I would come in with a different... I'd really want to make it pop, actually. So yeah, this is when I like mixing different threads on one quilt. I'd probably come in with something that has a little, probably some Elite, actually, so it's going to be a little bit more bold and really going to make it pop, a little bit more dense quilting. That's just something that I like to do. If you want to go with a thinner one, you could hop in with Precision and throw it in there as well. Do some really dense, intricate quilting. But I kind of want that center to pop. And that would look really, really nice. If you want to stick with cotton, you could do Majestic in the quilting. I like doing variegateds on these panels. I just think it looks really, really nice. But you could go with solids as well. Completely up to you, whatever you want to do. But that Majestic would look really great here. And then for the stitch in the ditch, you could come in with Dream Seam, so that's your 50 weight, 100% cotton. You could do that right in here, make that pop, and then in the center, you could come in with more of the Majestic, or there's a few other ones on our website as well that you can take a look at as you're going on. Veronica, do you sell pre-wound bobbins? We do sell pre-wound bobbins, so YLI has the Dream Seam pre-wounds. Now those are the class L and class 15 for your sewing machines. If you're looking for a size M, so that bigger bobbin for a long arm, we carry those from Superior. We have the Super Bobs, and then from Filtech, we have the MagnaGlide Classics and the MagnaGlide Delights. Those are the magnetic ones. So we do have a ton of different offerings on our website available for you. So let me double check. I don't think I've got any other questions. I think we're good. Okay, awesome. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining me this evening here at Linda's as we've taken a look at all of the beautiful YLI threads. Make sure you hop over to our website to take advantage of that 10% off tonight only option that you have. I might extend it for you on Friday when I send out my email tomorrow. I probably need to, but we're gonna stick with tonight only, but I might extend it tomorrow. It's my show. So thank you so much for being here. And don't forget, if you spend over $75 on YLI branded things on our website, that's going to get you free shipping for that part of that order because that box comes from a separate warehouse. Again, thank you all so much for joining me. I was so excited to spend tonight with you, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.